Dricus still knocks du Plessis. Absolutely fantastic, phenomenal win last Saturday night against Sean Strickland. But look, don't get your hopes up too soon about becoming the middleweight GOAT or even entertaining a super fight with Alex Pereira. Because look, you're just a lamb to a slaughter for the wolf. Because Khamzat Chimaev is coming. Alright, also look, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the long-awaited confirmation of the best and greatest fight you can make right now at 185 pounds. The matchup between the undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Dricus still knocks du Plessis, versus the 14-0 wrestling phenom as well as the boogeyman of the middleweight division, Khamzat Chimaev. And basically talking about as well as giving y'all my personal thoughts as well as my personal opinions on why I truly believe that Dricus du Plessis just lunch for Khamzat Chimaev. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's get right in to the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so you can help me reach 2,000 subscribers by May. I'll deeply appreciate you. And make sure you join the official UFC Discord, link in the description. Alright, so look, it's about damn time, and the wait has finally come to an end. And with UFC 312 now in the rearview mirror, there has been one question circulating the minds of MMA fans all across the globe. And that's, what's next for Dricus du Plessis post his victory against Sean Strickland during UFC 312? And look, y'all, I think we all know who's been on standby in the 185-pound queue for a little bit now. The next fight for Dricus still knocks du Plessis will be the undefeated 14-0 wrestling phenom as well as the boogeyman of the middleweight division, my namesake, as well as the #1 ranked middleweight contender, the one and only Khamzat Chimaev. Oh my god, I am beyond hyped and excited that this fight will finally be coming to fruition in the not so distant future. Dricus still knocks du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Woo-wee! Chills, baby, chills. This is without a shadow of a doubt the best fight you can make right now in the middleweight division, hands down. And it's about damn time that we had the bars in a goddamn title shot. Because look, way back when Khamzat was fighting at 170, after his victory against Gilbert Burns, who at the time was ranked second in the welterweight division, there was a lot of talks of Khamzat challenging for the welterweight strap against Marty from Nebraska. But then, as we all know, Khamzat missed weight against Nate Diaz, fought Kevin Holland, and then a year later jumped to the middleweight division. Well, you see, ever since then, the notion as well as narrative of Khamzat Chimaev becoming a future champion has never ceased to exist. And now, after his super stellar, jaw-busting performance against Bobby Knuckles during UFC 308, as well as the current state of the middleweight division, along with the conclusion of UFC 312, I believe that it's now that the foreseen prophecy of Khamzat Chimaev sitting upon the 185-pound throne will soon become a reality. And I'm more excited to see this. And you see, ever since this man bursted onto the scene, we've been talking about belts, we've been talking about champ, and we've even been talking about triple champ. And now we finally get to see him up against the champion of his division, the unpredictable, unorthodox, as well as unconventional Dricus still knocks du Plessis, who last weekend during UFC 312 closed the show with an absolute masterclass of a performance against the former champ, Sean Strickland. And look, y'all, this fight was honestly just an inevitability just waiting to happen, and was pretty set in stone ever since Khamzat Chimaev's first round submission finish against Robert Whittaker back in October of 2024 during UFC 308. And look, I've stressed this on numerous occasions that this fight between Dricus and Khamzat should have been the fight to start with. And last weekend's UFC 312's main event between Dricus du Plessis and Sean Strickland was just completely unnecessary. But I digress. And you see, I think it kind of goes without saying, but Khamzat Chimaev is undoubtedly, in my opinion of course, the greatest pound-for-pound middleweight ever, and I just do not care what anyone else thinks. And like I've said in previous videos before mentioning Khamzat, I believe that this man is a generational talent whose career was hindered by tragic and spontaneous injuries as well as unexplained weight misses. But now that he's gotten all of that sorted out and he's healthier than ever before, the middleweight division are just lambs to a slaughter for the wolf, and there is just no stopping this new and improved Khamzat Chimaev. But you see, if I were to briefly predict how this inevitable fight between the two would play out, I think it goes one way and one way only. And look, we all know round one Khamzat to quite literally be a mystical fighter. I mean, if you don't believe me, let's ask Bobby Knuckles as well as his jaw fragments what he thinks about that take. And so, to keep things short and sweet, I believe that this fight ends in round 1, round 2, max. Because you see, Khamzat Chimaev is quite literally the epitome of a wrecking ball. And as soon as the fight starts, he's going to overwhelm Dricus du Plessis before he even gets the chance to get things going. And right from the opening bell, Khamzat Chimaev is going to try to smother Dricus with his relentless output on the ground, Bobby Knuckles and Kevin Holland style. But because Dricus du Plessis is a lot bigger than the two I just mentioned, I do believe it'll be a little bit tougher trying to keep Dricus du Plessis down on the ground and try to hold him there as easily as he did both Holland and Bobby Knuckles. But because Dricus du Plessis has never gone up against someone with the wrestling pedigree like Khamzat Chimaev, I do see him having major trouble trying to scramble out of Khamzat's hold. I mean, who's taken Dricus down so far in his UFC career? Brad Tavares? Robert Whittaker? Derek Brunson? Yeah, I'm sorry, I just do not see this fight being very competitive whatsoever. And when everything's all said and done, I see the Boars getting his hand raised and sending a bona fide statement to not only the entire division, but the entire UFC brass that not only is he the best middleweight currently, but he's the best middleweight of our current era. And once he dispatches of Dricus still knocks du Plessis, I think we all see him maybe move up to the light heavyweight division, where he absolutely mauls Alex Boatan Pereira as well, proving to the entire world that both the 185-pound and 205 divisions are just lambs to a slaughter for the wolf, let alone Dricus still knocks du Plessis. But that's all I've got to say for this video. Let me know in the comment section below what are your guys' thoughts on the conclusion of UFC 312, and now that the Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis fight is basically confirmed, how do you think the fight will go? Do you have Dricus still knocks du Plessis or Khamzat bore Chimaev? Let me know in the comment section below. But that about wraps up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.